Howdy! Welcome to BESC 201-700. My name is Dr. Katie Stoddard, and I will be your instructor for this semester. The purpose of this video is to introduce myself, discuss the course concept, and the syllabus. My office is in room 118A of the Peterson Building, which is right next door to the Student Computing Center on the south side of main campus. See the syllabus or eCampus for my office hours. Like you, I am an Aggie through and through. I earned my Bachelor's of Science in Bioenvironmental Sciences, BESC, in 2005, and my Master's of Science in Water Management and Hydrological Science in 2007. After that, I worked as an environmental consultant for a small firm north of Dallas called KBA EnviroScience. In 2009, I left consulting to pursue my PhD in environmental science from the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas. There, my research focused on pharmaceuticals in the environment and the sociological and geographic factors that influenced environmentally conscious behaviors. Upon graduating in 2012, I worked as an independent research consultant for 18 months, writing technical reports and papers on the toxicological effects of specific substances. In 2013, I was hired as an assistant professor of environmental science at Texas A&M University Texarkana. I worked there for 2 years, building an environmental science minor, and served as biology department head. In June of 2015, I made my long-awaited return to Texas A&M when I was hired into the same program that I started my academic career. I am now an instructional assistant professor in the Department of Plant Pathology and Microbiology. In a nutshell, my role is to manage assessment and implementation of PLPM and BESC associated curricula to enhance our department's ability to prepare STEM professionals for the 21st century. My professional interests are environmental science and education, pharmaceutical environmental contamination, environmental sociology, environmental toxicology, and assessment and quality in higher education. When I'm not working, I enjoy training for triathlons, endurance running and biking, rock climbing, learning piano, and spending time with my family. Now to discuss the course concept. This course is a work in progress. I am always trying to improve my courses. However, with this course, I'm refining my teaching methods to engage students more so you are active learners and invested in your educational experience, rather than being passive learners who just sit and are lectured to or just read a text. As I learn what works best, I refine my course, so this course is very much a work in progress, and you are all my guinea pigs in this ongoing experiment. My goal is to make this course enjoyable, engaging, and thought-provoking to all students, so I hope you enjoy this process. Now to discuss the course itself. As you should be aware, this course is a core curriculum course. This means there are specific core curriculum objectives that are required for this course. Those objectives are critical thinking, communication, empirical and quantitative skills, and teamwork. I have designed the course around these objectives and mapped course learning outcomes to specific course curriculum objectives. There are a variety of activities and assessments in this course which will allow you to meet the core curriculum objectives and help you as a student better develop these skills related to the course curriculum objectives. We will discuss these activities more shortly. Don't fall into the common misbelief that because this is a lower level class, there's not much work. This course is the foundation upon which students will build their knowledge of environmental science. As such, this course is extensive and has a variety of activities and assignments associated with it so as to meet the core curriculum requirements set by the university and the state. You may not be aware, but this course is a prerequisite for many other BESC courses. This course, therefore, will set the foundation you need as you progress through advanced courses in the BESC curriculum. If you do not plan on taking advanced BESC courses, this course is still of great value to you because you will develop critical academic and professional skills in addition to gaining a wealth of knowledge about key environmental issues facing our world today. The academic professional life skills you will develop are closely aligned with the university learning outcomes that are listed here. While you may not see value in these, what you probably do care about is getting a job after graduation. Studies and surveys have revealed that employers value and prefer individuals with experience in their field, who can work as part of an effective team, who communicate clearly and eloquently in a variety of formats, who display leadership skills and attributes, who are able to solve problems and make decisions in a reasonable and logical manner, who can self-manage themselves and motivate themselves, and who possess professional skills. One of my goals is to help you develop these skills or refine these skills if you have already gained them to some degree. If you are taking this class, I can only assume you've read the course description of BESC 201. In general, the goal of this course is to develop students who are scientifically literate, or are aware and informed about current environmental events and global international issues, and who are educated about the historical context in which we need to examine our current environmental issues. The required textbook for this course is The Science Behind the Stories, Withgott and Lapsada, the 5th edition. You can find the ISBN numbers in the syllabus. The bookstore should have the hardbound and loose-leaf versions of this text. However, if you'd like to purchase the e-text version, you can go to www.coursesmart.com and purchase the e-text version of the book, which will be good for 180 days. You will need to log into the CourseSmart anytime you want to read the text. However, so long as you have internet access, the e-text can be accessed anywhere. There will be a variety of ways to earn points in this course. Specifically, there are reading assessments or online quizzes, 3 unit exams, participation in online activities, 3 worldview reflections, 1 team vodcast project, and 1 individual digital infographic assignment. Grades will always be posted in eCampus. The weekly online quizzes are designed to ensure that you read the textbook and keep pace with the course. Environmental science is a massively large field, and while it would be impossible to review every individual concept during online instruction presentations, it is reasonable to expect that you can read 1 to 2 chapters from your textbook and review online materials posted each week. The weekly quizzes will serve as an assessment of your reading. In addition, these quizzes will serve as reviews for materials that will be on the unit exams. Quizzes will be posted on eCampus on Mondays at 8 a.m. and will remain open until Sundays at 11:59 p.m. There is a syllabus quiz and an academic dishonesty quiz that all students must complete and master before they can access the weekly quizzes. All quizzes are located in the quizzes area of the eCampus course found on the left-hand side of the course page. The academic dishonesty quiz and the syllabus quiz are designed to help you. You need to understand the details of the course, as you will be held accountable for them. This is why I have created a syllabus quiz. Also, I have several students who have knowingly or unknowingly committed some form of academic dishonesty, and I subsequently docked significant points or gave them a 0 for the assignment. In some cases, this was the difference in a letter grade. Academic dishonesty is a serious offense, so much so I have to report documented instances of it so that it remains on a student's record. I do not want students to inadvertently commit any form of academic dishonesty, so I've developed a quiz designed to help you identify what constitutes the different types of academic dishonesty. Some actions can count as more than one type of academic dishonesty, so make sure to read the student code, the quiz question, and the feedback carefully. If after a few times of taking the quiz you're still having trouble with a question, feel free to ask me. You can take the academic dishonesty quiz and the syllabus quiz as many times as you need in order to earn 100%. Just make sure to master them before the first reading quiz is due. There will be 3 unit exams, which will be on specified evenings in Clayburgh 115. See the course schedule for these dates. Students not in residence at the university for the semester should contact me by Friday, 9/11/2016 to establish alternative testing accommodation. Makeup exams require evidence of an excused absence. See Rule 7 of the student handbook. And no exams will be dropped. The last unit exam is the Unit 3 exam and will only cover material from Unit 3, meaning it is not a cumulative final. There will be weekly online activities you are expected to participate in. Each week's activity will relate to the material for the week. Participation in online activities will account for 10% of the grade. There are 100 points associated with online activities distributed over 15 weeks, meaning there are 6.67 points per week to earn towards your online activity participation. Online activities will be due on Fridays at 11:59 p.m. unless otherwise specified. Documents submitted in eCampus should be in standard PC format. Do not submit work in the comments section of an eCampus assignment. Do not submit Mac files in an assignment. You are expected to be courteous and follow netiquette for all your communications and interactions with me and your fellow classmates. A link provided in the Week 1 folder which explains what netiquette is and what is expected of you. Essentially, be friendly and a courteous online classmate. One objective of this course is for you to excavate, examine, and describe your worldview. You will write 3 worldview essays in which you will respond to the prompts provided, which will involve identifying and describing your worldview, substantiating your worldview using course material, and describing how you formed your worldview. Think of these 3 essays as your opportunity to integrate the content from readings and other materials on eCampus. Throughout these essays, it is important to keep in mind there are not right or wrong worldviews. Thus, you will not be graded based on the worldview you have. Rather, the grade is based on your ability to explain the view, relate it to course material, and explain the likely reasons you have arrived at that worldview. For more information on the worldview assignment, see the worldview section of eCampus. There will be a team assignment in which you will work on researching and reporting the geography, government, economy, demographics, and a variety of other issues specific to an assigned country. You will work as a team to present this information through a video posted to YouTube, which will then be linked to from eCampus. Students will have the opportunity to pick which country they want to research. However, groups will be limited to 5. For more information on the worldview assignment, see the country vodcast section of eCampus. There will be an individual digital infographic assignment due later in the semester. For this assignment, you will select a topic that interests you of an environmental science nature and develop a digital infographic which includes quantitative data and an interpretation of that data. Please explore the digital infographic area of eCampus for more information on this assignment. Here's an image that lays out the course for you in one cohesive image. This image will remain on the Start Here page for your reference all semester. You should be aware of the Aggie Code of Honor. However, ignorance of this code does not exempt you from the requirements of this honor system. I have provided a link to this code in the Introduction to the Academic Dishonesty Quiz. In order to take the reading quizzes, every student must earn 100% on the Academic Dishonesty Quiz. Students may take the quiz as many times as necessary. Points on this quiz and the syllabus quiz are arbitrary, meaning they are only used as a means of determining if you have mastered the material. The points from these 2 quizzes will not count towards your final score. If you have a recognized and diagnosed disability, please contact Disability Services for accommodation of your disability. If this applies to you, please take care of this matter in the first 2 weeks of the class so there's plenty of time to make appropriate arrangements for class activities and exams. Communication is very important to me. As with all your other professors, when you address me in an email, on the phone, or in person, you should address me as Dr. or Professor Stoddard. Please sign your emails with your full names. It can be very difficult for me to figure out who you are if you don't sign your email with your full name, and your email is lovesdogs11@yahoo.com. Please include BESC 201-700 in the subject line, followed by a brief description of what the email is about. If we start a conversation, please keep the conversation up until the issue is resolved. I'm here to help you, but if you do not reply to me as asked or fail to provide the information I ask for, there's nothing I can do to help you with whatever the issue you brought to my attention. Please be courteous and respectful when addressing me and your classmates in all communications. This concludes the introductory video for BESC 201-700. Please review the other materials in the Start Here area of eCampus, then navigate to the Week 1 folder for an outline of this week's activities. Thanks and gig 'em.